Some stories cling to you like shadows. And today, you'll hear 3 of them. Welcome back to Morrigan Dread Horror, where real encounters twist darker than fiction. I'm Morrigan, your guide through the unknown. These aren't a campfire tales. They allegedly true stories from viewers like you. Haunted encounters, cursed objects, and entities beyond explanation. If you enjoy the chills of Merbalin or Mr. Nightmare, you'll feel right at home here, but with a darker edge. Hit like if you're ready for the fear, subscribe for more nights of dread, and drop a comment. What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you? No more waiting, let's begin with our first story. The Cursed Red Car. Picture this. It's a quiet suburb in Dallas, Texas, back in the early 2000s. A family thinks they've scored the deal of a lifetime on a shiny red sedan. But little do they know, this car carries a deadly secret. Our storyteller, who we'll call Sarah, shared this with me, and trust me, it's the stuff of nightmares. Hey Morrigan, you can call me Sarah. That's my real name. No issues there. The other names I've changed to protect the innocent. Or the victims, I guess. I know some folks might laugh this off, but I've told it to friends, and they called me crazy. This really happened, though. It all started when my dad, Michael, brought home this red car, saying he got it dirt cheap from a buddy. We didn't question it much because, hey, it looked great, sleek, powerful, like something out of a movie. But right away, something felt off. The smell inside wasn't bad, exactly, but it was weird, like a hospital mixed with fresh flowers, as if someone had scrubbed it with bleach and then sprayed perfume to cover up. The whole family loved it except me. I got this heavy vibe, like the air inside was thick with bad energy. Every time I mentioned it, they said I was just being picky. Then things got weird with my little brother Timmy. He was playing in the car one day, pretending to drive, making all these kid noises. I was outside reading a book when suddenly, silence. You know that saying about kids being too quiet? Yeah, red flag. I looked in, and there he was. The seatbelt wrapped tight around his neck, his eyes rolling back, gasping for air. I yanked the door open, and just like that, the belt loosened on its own. Timmy fell into my arms, crying, repeating over and over, The voice told me to stop breathing. Kids don't make that up, right? We told our parents, but they brushed it off. I wasn't buying it, so I dug into the car's history using the license plate. What I found chilled me to the bone. This red car had 3 previous owners, each with a tragedy more horrific than the last. First, the Smith family in 2004. Mark, Deborah, and their twin girls Bella and Lucy. They vanished on a road trip. Cops found the car at a scenic overlook in the Rockies, far off their route. Inside, the bodies were decomposed like they'd been dead for weeks, swollen, black skin cracking. But they'd only been missing a day or 2. And get this, the parents' watches were melted, like exposed to insane heat. No signs of foul play, no explanation. Case still open. Next, in 2008, Mr. Thompson, a widowed carpenter in Austin. Quiet guy, nice to everyone. After buying the car, neighbors heard the same song blasting from his garage for days, non-stop. They called the police. House was locked, no break-in. In the garage, Mr. Thompson, dead in the driver's seat, his body half melted into the upholstery. The radio was on, but the battery should have died ages ago. No cause of death, no clues. Then, in 2010, a young couple, Lisa and Brandon, newlyweds with Lisa 7 months pregnant. They disappeared on a short drive. Car turned up in a cornfield in Iowa. No roads leading there. Doors locked from inside. Bodies crushed like by a massive force. Eyes gouged out on Lisa. No blood left in either. Drained dry. Baby gone too. Car? Not a scratch. unsolved. When I showed Dad all this, he was skeptical at first, but Mom, who was into the paranormal, got spooked. A couple weeks later, Dad drove to Grandma's house about 30 minutes away. He came back pale as a ghost, said we're selling that car ASAP. To this day, he won't say what happened on that drive, but I bet he heard or felt something. We got rid of it, and thank God, nothing happened to us like the others. But Morrigan, what do you think it was? A cursed ritual? A spirit attached? Big kiss from me. Whoa, folks, that's intense. A car that kills its owners in the most bizarre ways? Makes you think twice about that great deal on Craigslist, right? If you've had a creepy car experience, spill it in the comments. Let's see those stories. And hey, if this is creeping you out already, smash that like button to show the algorithm we want more horror. Moving on to our second tale, the haunted sugarcane field. This one comes from rural Louisiana, where the fields stretch on forever, hiding secrets in the stalks. Isabella shared, "Hi Morrigan, call me Isabella. This didn't happen to me, but to my grandpa Jack. He loves retelling it at family gatherings, even though it still scares him. I'm a huge fan of your channel, so I convinced him to let me send it in. I'm typing, but he's dictating right here, so read it like it's from him. Hey, I'm Jack, but call me Jackie if you want. I'm well past 60 now, but some memories stick like glue. There are nights I wake up sweating, thinking about that damned sugarcane field I worked in back in 1980. I was 18 years old. I really needed money. My father passed away. My mother was sick. I was the oldest of 4 brothers. Only job around was at a sugarcane farm near a tiny bayou town in Louisiana that doesn't even show on maps anymore. Everyone knew the legends about that field. Tall stalks higher than a man on horseback. Wind always whispering through him. Old-timers said it was haunted. It'd call to you, lure you in deep, and days later, your body'd turn up on the roadside, dried out like a husk, no blood left. It didn't kill quick. It enchanted first, made you wander lost. I was scared stiff. Always worked the edges, never looked deep. But I needed the job. Couldn't tell my family I quit over ghost stories. They'd call me weak. My buddy Johnny laughed it off, called it old folks' tales. He got me the gig. Grew up together like brothers. Then came that cursed day. End of shift, sky all gray and heavy, air too hot, birds silent, unnatural quiet. Then we heard it, a whisper song, like a sad melody from the earth's belly, beautiful but heart-squeezing, like someone calling your name from a dream you half remember. Johnny perked up. Hear that, Jackie? Sounds like a woman out there. Let's check. He was in a trance, walking in. I grabbed him, but he shook free. I followed, yelling, but the stalks closed behind us, muffling everything. The song got louder, pulling at my mind, limbs heavy. But I remembered my grandma. She was a faith healer, taught me prayers against evil. I whispered one, trembling. The song turned nasty, shrill, angry, like something twisting in rage. It snapped me out. I swung my machete wild, hacking a path, screaming for Johnny. Suddenly, I stumbled out, fell vomiting on the dirt road. Folks yelled at me for going deep, asked about Johnny. He's in there. I gasped. Searches lasted days. Police, workers, but fear kept most at the edges. 3 days later, Johnny's body appeared roadside, eyes glass dry, skin tight on bones, mouth frozen in a scream, drained inside out. Autopsy said heart attack, but no blood, no marks. I never went back, became a mechanic, trucker, anything but fields. Even now, seeing sugarcane sway, I hear that call. The farm's changed hands, disappearances rarer, but they still happen. You'll die not knowing what's there. Back to Isabella. Hope you liked it, Morrigan. What's your take? Send a shout out to Grandpa. he'll watch with me. Damn, a field that sings you to death? That's next level creepy. Grandpa Jack's a survivor. Respect. What do you think lurks in those stalks? Alien? Curse? Hit the comments, and if you're hooked, subscribe for more like this. We're building a horror family here. Our latest story is The Thing I Gave Birth. This one's a heavy one, set on a remote farm on the Kansas plains. A story of family betrayal and supernatural horror. Emily writes, "Hey Morrigan, call me Emily, a fake name, because this is very personal and heavy. Only you know my real name because of the email. This has really bothered me ever since it happened. I've been in therapy since I was a teenager, but I've never told anyone the whole truth, not even my therapist or my best friends. Your channel feels safe. Your fans understand these things. This is the first time I've opened up. I was 7 years old when my stepmother Evelyn came into my life. My father, Robert, was always working, absent, tired. I just wanted love. My mother abandoned us when I was born. Then one day, he brings home a tall, elegant woman with a perfect smile, beautiful, but a little strange. She never hit me or yelled, but her looks were creepy. She treated me well, but I was scared. She told me I was special, that God had plans for me. It turns out it wasn't God. At 12, my father fell ill very quickly. The doctor said it was cancer, but it was sudden. He died within 2 months. After my father died, Evelyn took me to an isolated farm in Kansas, no neighbors, just a caretaker. She said we needed fresh air to grieve. The first few months were good, but school was a long drive. So Evelyn homeschooled me a tutor every 2 weeks. No internet, almost no phone. Strange things started happening. Baths with smelly herbs at night, on an empty stomach. Prayers in a foreign language. She said she was preparing me for a miracle. And so it went until I was 14, when suddenly the symptoms of pregnancy began to appear. Impossible. I was a virgin, with no boys around. Evelyn was excited and said it worked. The test confirmed it. I freaked out, but she gave me a wicked smile. The prophecy is coming true. She explained that my body was a vessel for their ritual baths and prayers, summoned someone they did and know. They commented. She hung up the phone and isolated us from the world after the 4th month. The following months were hell. My belly grew and felt strange. Something inside clawed, wanting to get out. Nightmares of a creature with white eyes and no mouth crawling, whispering nonsense. I was wasting away thin, my hair falling out. I was exhausted without even getting out of bed. In the 9th month, the agony intensified. The birth took place in the basement. Evelyn and 6 other women in red robes, eyes closed in a trance, chanting unfamiliar words. After hours of screaming, the baby came out. It wasn't human small, deformed, grayish skin, many eyes and fingers, crying like a choking cat. It stared at me, recognizing me. They wrapped it in a black cloth and picked it up. I was so exhausted that I ended up fainting. I woke up in the hospital. Evelyn said I was sick, hallucinating. I told everyone the truth. No one believed me. My grandparents, my maternal parents, Mary and John, came to visit me. I begged to live with them. They took pity on me and took me in. Evelyn hated it. I lost my father's share of the pension. As I was leaving, she whispered, "Thank you for the baby. It helped us." And my bank account, laughing. I never saw her again, and I don't care if she's alive. Today, at 28, married, I want children, but I'm traumatized by everything that happened. My grandparents only half believe in the abuse, yes, but not in the supernatural. But I know it was real. Holy shit, a birth of something through a demonic ritual? That's nightmare fuel. Emily, you're brave to share. Guys, if this touched me, comment. Have you ever felt something evil in your family? Let's talk. 3 true horror stories, and still no answers. If the chills reached you, like, subscribe, and ring the bell help us grow in the shadows. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'll reply to the best ones. More nightmares wait on the final screen. Thanks for staying till the end. Sleep well, or not. And remember, are you sure you're alone right now? Morrigan, shutting down.